Hello, welcome to Circle Time today. We're going to have so much fun today talking about letter V and volcanoes. But as always, we're going to start with our Bible story. So, Sue, coming up here, it's a tight squeeze. We have lots of things up here today. We're going to start by reading a scripture in the Bible, and this comes from the book of Genesis, chapter 7, and verse 11. It says, Sue, in the 600th year of Noah's life, in the second month, the 17th day of the month, on that day, all the fountains of the great deep were broken up, and the windows of heaven were opened, and the rain was on the earth 40 days and 40 nights. That's talking about when Noah lived on the earth. And remember, Noah built an ark, and God caused it to rain. Well, this verse says that not only did it rain, did water come down from the sky, it also came up from the bottom. It says, that the fountains of the deep were broken up and the windows of heaven were open. So it was coming from different directions. And I think too, Sue, when the fountains of the deep were broken up, maybe the earth was kind of broken up and it made these like plates. That's kind of some learning that we're going to do today about volcanoes. And so maybe because of that and those cracks in the ground that broke up, that's how we can get volcanoes. I'm going to put a link below to Answers in Genesis and Ken Ham so that you can learn some more about how the flood probably caused volcanoes. But we know God is in control and He makes everything. Okay, well, that's our learning about volcano. That's what we're going to learn about today. So let's get started. So if you'll go sit down, we'll get ready to do our letter for today. Our letter for today is the letter V. V looks like this. There's a big V and a little v, and they look the same, don't they? So the only difference is where we put them on the house. Let's write them first on our board. So a V looks like this. You're just going to slide down and walk back up. And if you turn a V upside down, it kind of looks like a volcano. But we're not going to turn it upside down. Let's go back and make it into a V. So just slide down and walk back up. Let me go ahead and show you little V because it's the same. It's just smaller. Let's look on the house and practice. You can watch me right now, or you can pause and practice, or we can practice together. It's up to you, but the link will be below for this free printable. Okay, so the big V looks like this. Slide down and walk back up. Slide down and walk back up. Big letters go upstairs and downstairs, so that's why I'm starting all the way up and going down to the green carpet and then back up. Slide down and walk back up. Now little v is the same except for it's going to be downstairs. Little letters stay downstairs unless they're teenage letters. So this one's going to start on the yellow and go down to green and back up. So slide down and walk back up. Slide down and walk back up. Keep it downstairs, okay? All right, so that's the letter V. Letter V makes this sound, V, V, V. Can you try that? V, V, V. Put your teeth on your bottom lip. V. V says V as in volcano. V says V, V, V. Now we're going to do a fun game. Will you help me? I want you to get down really, really low like this. We're going to be a volcano. I'm going to say, what does V say? And then you're going to say V, 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 volcano, and make a big V with your arms, okay? That's like a volcano that's erupting. All right, here we go. Are you ready? What does V say? V, 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 volcano. Let's try it again. Wow, that was a cool volcano. Let's go again. What does V say? V, 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 volcano. Well, now it's time to talk about our number. Our number for today is the number 10. 10 looks like this, a 1 and a 0. And let's try to write it on the handwriting house, and then I have a song for us to learn. So we're going to make a 1, and then right beside it, a 0. 1, 0, 1, 0. This is the number 10. Now show me 10 fingers, okay? Let me see both of your hands. There are 5 fingers here and 5 fingers here. 5 and another 5 makes 10. So altogether you have 10 fingers. So start with all your fingers down and I'll teach you this song. Let's sing. 1 little, 2 little, 3 volcanoes. 4 little, 5 little, 6 volcanoes. 7 little, 8 little, 9 volcanoes. 10 volcanoes blow. Okay, let's do it again. Let's do it a little bit faster. 1 little, 2 little, 3 volcanoes. 4 little, 5 little, 6 volcanoes. 7 little, 8 little, 9 volcanoes. 10 volcanoes blow. Okay, so our number is 10 and our shape is the octagon. An octagon is kind of like an octopus. How many legs does an octopus have? An octopus has 8 legs. How many sides does an octagon have? An octagon has 8 sides, and I bet you've seen some octagons around you. You maybe didn't even recognize them. Let me show you some pictures. These are some octagons in everyday life. What's this? It's a stop sign. Very good. Let's count the sides and make sure it's an octagon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's an octagon. It has 8 sides. Okay, let's look at the next picture. Look, it's a plate. And what shape is it? It's an octagon. Maybe you even have an octagon shaped plate in your cupboard. Look at this. What is that? This is a trampoline. It's a really big trampoline. And what shape is it? It's an octagon. One more. This is an octagon picnic table. That looks like a lot of fun. Okay, so that's our shape. It's the octagon, which has 8 sides. Look around and see if you can find some octagons. I have something I want us to do, and it's a fun activity called Which Came First? Let me show you. This is a volcano, and the volcano has erupted, and then the other one hasn't erupted yet. So which one came first? I'm going to circle it. You just point on the screen, and I'll circle it for us. Which came first? Yes, the volcano that hasn't erupted yet was first. Let's look at some more, okay? So let's look at these. This shows a little boy and he's throwing a stick. And then there's a dog that's bringing back the stick. Which comes first? Very good. The boy threw the stick and then the dog brought the stick back. Let's look over here at the boy on the bicycle. This bicycle has no training wheels and this bicycle has training wheels. Which comes first? No training wheels or training wheels? Training wheels, that's first, and then you can take them off and ride with no training wheels. Look at this picture. I see a baby in the mom's tummy, and then the baby's out of the mom's tummy. Which came first? Good, good. The baby in the tummy was first, and then the baby was born. Okay, now let's look at the last one. I see a little girl. She's putting her picture on the refrigerator. And then there's a little girl who's drawing a picture. Which came first? Very good. First she drew the picture and then she put it on the refrigerator. Very good job deciding which came first. Okay, now I want to talk about our color for today. Our color for today is gray. I'm wearing gray today. Well, gray can be made by mixing 2 colors. What 2 colors can you mix together to make gray? Do you know? You can mix white and black together. I'm going to mix a little bit of white Play-Doh with a little bit of black paint together. And guess what I'm going to make Gray. This is like a little volcano. Maybe you want to make gray Play-Doh today and make a tiny volcano if you want to. Okay, that was our color, gray, and now it's time for our sight word. I'm going to add one more sight word today, and that word is find. Find is like when you're looking for something, you need to find it. This word is find. Can you say find? Remember, look and say, and it will stick. Find. What's this word? Find. What's this word? Find. Good job. That's our new sight word for today. Okay, so if you want to decorate your letter F today, excuse me, your letter V today, you can decorate it to look like a volcano if you like. That might be pretty cool. You could even turn it upside down and put some red lava coming out. An upside down V looks like a volcano. Okay, so now it's time for some fun. We're going to learn about volcanoes and then we're going to make a volcano and I'll show you how. So let's talk about what a volcano is. A volcano is like a mountain. It even looks like a mountain. But inside there is hot molten rock or liquid rock. Now, if the pressure is strong enough, that molten or liquid rock comes out to the surface. If the if the molten rock or hot rock is down below, we call it magma. Can you say magma? Magma. But if that hot liquid rock comes up and out, we call it lava. Can you say lava? Very, very good. Well, there are three kinds of volcanoes. The three types of volcanoes are shield, cinder cone, and composite. I'm going to show you a picture of each one. This is a shield volcano. Can you say shield? Notice that it's pretty flat. When this kind of volcano erupts, it just spreads out far and wide. The next kind of volcano is a cinder cone. Can you say cinder cone? This kind of volcano doesn't have a top. It kind of reminds me of a trapezoid. In fact, the top is kind of caved in. This is a cinder cone volcano. Finally, we have a composite volcano. Can you say composite? Composite. A composite volcano has a pointed top, just like an upside down V. Well, we're going to make a volcano today. I'll show you how. So what you're going to need is you're going to need some baking soda and some vinegar. If you want to, you can also add in some food coloring, maybe red, or I have pink. You can use anything that it has that's like this, it's small. Even the Play-Doh that we made, you could make it a little larger and use that for kind of like a cup, but I'm using just a small bath cup. And you also need some tin foil. Okay, so here's what you do. Just take your small cup and you can fill it halfway full with baking soda. Baking soda is really inexpensive. A small box is only about 50 cents, so not bad. Then you're going to take your tin foil and you're going to put it on top of your cup like this. And you're going to kind of form it to look like a mountain. I'll do mine over here and then I'll pick it up to show you. Okay, so see, it kind of looks like a mountain. Okay, the next thing that you're going to do is you're going to have to put a hole in the top. So very gently poke a hole in the top and then press down the sides onto the sides of the cup. Just gently, gently push down the sides into the cup. Okay, that way you can still see your baking soda or your powder. Okay, so there's our volcano. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to put some food coloring inside. So will you help me? Our number today was 10, so I'm going to put 10 drops in. Will you help me count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, maybe I got an extra one in there. That's gonna be super cool and look great when we get our volcano to erupt. There's one other fun thing that we did. We made a little face on a little chess piece. That's just kind of extra fun. All right, so we'll put our little guy here by the volcano and see what happens. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some vinegar and I'm gonna fill another cup about halfway full. Okay, so it's time for our volcano to erupt. So here we go. There's our little guy. Be careful, little guy. Here comes our volcano eruption. Here we go. Count me down. 3, 2, 1. Whoa, our volcano is erupting. That was super cool. Let's do it again, okay? I think I have enough baking soda still inside that we can add another half cup of vinegar and watch it once more, okay? Here we go. Are you ready? Count me down. 3, 2, 1. Whoa, that's super cool. You can make one of these at home. I'll give you all the directions. The link will be below. All you need is baking soda and vinegar and some kind of little cup. And if you'd like to add the food coloring in, that makes it extra fun. Okay, well, let me get Sue to come back up and see if she had a great time learning about volcanoes today. Come on up from the carpet, Sue. Sue, was that so fun to see the volcano erupt? I thought it was fun too. Well, I hope you have a wonderful day. Maybe you can have fun making some volcanoes at home too. See you next time. Goodbye.